Hey guys, it's Saturday evening. It's December the 26th, the day after Christmas. So I want to start this video off by saying I hope that everybody, all my subscribers, my friends here on YouTube, everybody that comments, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I really do. I hope you and your family had a very Merry Christmas. I hope everybody got what they wanted or got what they needed. Like I said, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. We were blessed. We had a pretty good one. My son, almost 2 years old enough this year to rip open the gifts and stuff, and he seemed like he had a pretty good time. So we were very excited about that. So anyway, let's get down to the point of this video. I saw on YouTube in the Facebook, in the owners group on Facebook, that a guy posted a situation that he was helping a guy, giving him advice, a guy that does side work. I think this is a great topic that needs to be discussed here in the HVAC community on YouTube. I'm going to tell y'all what I think about people that do side work. I think that none of us as HVAC professionals that own our own business, we should not be doing anything to help those guys. Okay guys, sorry about that. I ran out of space on the memory card. I hadn't cleaned it up in a while, so I had to clean it up. Anyway, as I was saying, we should not be helping those guys, okay? Even if you know them, even if they're a friend. And I know that might sound harsh, but I'm going to tell you why, though. A friend is a friend, but business is business, okay? Remember that. A friend is a friend, but business is business. This is what you do for a living. This is how you pay your mortgage. This is how you feed your family. This is how you do everything. A friend is a friend, but business is business, okay? You do not need to be helping them, giving them advice, because remember, you're cutting your own throat when you do that, okay? Now, if they call you, like the guy said on Facebook, he said the guy called him and asked him to come out. The guy said, sure, but this is my rate, blah, blah, blah. And the guy was like, you're going to charge me? He said, I thought we were cool and we helped each other out. Like the guy said, business is business. Well, according to his story on Facebook, the guy hung up in his face. Tough titty. A friend is a friend, but business is business, okay? Now, I don't help guys that do side work. Now, I know guys that do side work in the heating and air business, but I won't help them. I ran into a guy at the supply house because unfortunately here in Louisiana, the heating and air rules are not strict at all. They're not strict. As long as you got an EPA card, you can buy refrigerant and you can buy equipment. And it's very easy to obtain an EPA card here in the state of Louisiana. Now, there is a mechanical license here in the state that you have to have when you do over 5 tons. I don't do over 5 tons very often, as y'all seen in my videos, but every now and then I do, and I do have my mechanical license. Now, I think you should have to have the mechanical license to even do purchase equipment for residential or anything, but unfortunately that's not the case here in Louisiana, because if that was the case, all these side workers would be gone. Now, I don't know how it works around the rest of the world, but I know a guy, and he saw me at the supply house, and he said, hey man, are you real busy? I said, well, no, it's that time of the year where I'm not that busy. He goes, well, good, because I need your help. I'm doing a change out. I said, dude, I'm not coming to help you do a change out. And he said, well, why would you be like that? And I said, well, look, man, I know you. We go back a pretty good way. But I'm not coming to help you do a change out. Now, On that same token, if that guy was a legit heating and air guy and had his own business and asked for my help, I would do it. Because that's a different situation. And some of you might think I'm crazy for doing that, but I'm not. I actually have helped a heat and air guy here do a couple change outs because he has nobody to help him. He doesn't have a nephew like me or anything like that. He has nobody. But of course, my work always comes first. But he'll schedule the job on a weekend if he has to, just so I can help him. And I don't mind helping him. I really don't. He's a good guy. He's licensed. He's got insurance. He's legit. This is what he does for a living. And he pays me. You know? The guy pays me. This guy with the side work, he wasn't going to pay me. He just wanted my help. I'll give you another example. I do work for a side worker. He's in the glass business. He owns his own glass business. He does windshields, and he does houses like on new construction and all that. And he's got a bunch of rental property. When his rental property goes out, he'll change a capacitor, contactor, stuff like that. But if it's something that he doesn't know how to handle, he calls me and he pays me. And he don't bitch. He really doesn't. But, I charge him if you get my drift. I charge the guy. But he's okay with that, and I'm okay with it. If he's going to pay me, that's different. But what I don't do is, he'll call me, and when we first kind of got together, starting to know each other, he would ask me, well, what do you think it is? See, I never tell somebody that. People will call you over the phone and say, well, my unit's doing this. What do you think it is? I never say, oh, well, it could be this, it could be that. Because then they'll say, oh, yeah, okay. Well, look, let me call you back in a little while. And they'll go run to the damn parts house and change both those parts. I'm just using an example here. Nothing specific. And then the unit will start running and bam, I just lost a service call. So you know what I tell people that ask me that? Well, look, it could be a number of things. I'd have to see it. Bam. They say, okay, come on now. You start telling people, because anybody that's like me, that's been in this business for as long as I have and longer than me, when somebody calls, tells you what the unit's doing, you can almost tell over the phone, okay, well, it's going to be this, or it's going to be this. Y'all know what I'm saying. You can't always do that. Don't get me wrong. But most of the time you can. But I never tell people that. I just say, look, it could be a number of things. I'd have to see it. And they don't ask no questions after that. You start leading them on and giving them advice, they're going to try to fix the damn thing themselves. You're not going to go out there. But side workers cut our throats, okay? The guy I was telling you about that asked me to go help him do a change out, he's a welder. He works at one of the big plants here in town. But he does heating and air on the side. On the weekends, or if he's got a change out or something, he'll take the day off. He'll call in sick, And the sad part about it is that he does. I know how much money he makes because I've talked to. He's had customers call me after a change out because a year or two later the unit breaks and he can't figure out how to fix it. See, that's the thing. He knows how to install them, okay? You catch my drift? But he can't troubleshoot at all. But he can install them. So if one breaks, he'll tell the people to call me, and then they tell me what they paid for the system, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm just thinking, how can you do that? How can you make a lit? Well, he's a side worker, so he doesn't. See, that's the thing about side workers. They make our price look bad because we have to, mark this stuff up to make a living. When these side workers, all they want is a little cash to put in their pocket. They have no insurance. They have, they have nothing. They have nothing. So they just do it for a little cash money to put in their pocket. Side workers cut our throats. That's why I refuse to help them. Even though I know several guys that do side work. I've got customers that I do. I'll give you an example. Last summer, not the 2015 summer, the 2014 summer, I had been doing this lady's work since I was working for my dad, and never knew what I'm about to tell you. She told me. The summer of 2014, she calls me out for no cooling. I go out there and I find the compressor dead. It's an old system. It's an old Goodman, one of those old brown turd Goodmans. Got the old brown air handler up in the attic with the short model number. It was like I think it was a 3-ton. It was like an A36-10. That tells you right there. It's a 3-ton and it came from the factory with a 10 kW heater. That's it. And I said, okay, man, we need to do a complete. I told her that the compressor was dead. She goes, well, what do we have to do to remedy this problem? I said, well, you can change the compressor, ran her through all her options. I said, but the best thing to do is go ahead and change inside and out and go to something much more efficient. She agreed, but she told me, thank you for your help. What do I owe you? And I was kind of shocked. I was like, well, you're not interested in me giving you a price on a new system? She goes, no, it's not that, but I have a nephew that does this on the side. And I'm like, I'm just thinking to myself, well, here goes a good job, that I could have made some money on. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, ma'am, with all due respect, may I ask why you've been using me for so many years? Oh, well, because, young man, she said, no, I don't mind you asking. She goes, and I'm going to continue to use you. She said, he doesn't know how to fix them, but he knows how to install them. Remember, install. I said, oh, okay, well, good luck. And she goes, don't worry. I'll always call you when it breaks. No problem. So that's, that was her nephew, but still, she admitted he did it on the side. So, he's done it for her friends and blah, just, y'all know what I'm saying. So I'm glad this topic was brought up. I'm going to ask for this. I'll try to share this video in the, I want to share it in the HVAC community on Facebook. I want to share it in the Talon 875 Pro page on Facebook and the HVAC owners group on Facebook. This was a great topic that was brought up. I wanted to do a blog about it. That's my opinion, and that's the way that all of you guys should feel. Don't help side workers, no matter if they're a friend. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video. A friend is a friend, but business is business. Don't mix your friends with business. That's why I don't have a business partner, because I actually do have a really good friend of mine that does this for a living, but he works for one of the other companies here in town. And he wanted to partner up with me, wanted to buy into my company. But first of all, I don't want a partner because my dad had a partner, and I watched that shit. I watched that ship sink, okay? Second of all, he's a good friend of mine, and I don't want to ruin my friendship with him, which is exactly what a partnership would do. So, remember, a friend is a friend, but business is business. Don't help side workers because they cut our throat. They're taking food off of our table, and they're taking money out of your pocket. If they call you and ask you for advice, don't give it to them. Tell them, hey, I'll come out and look at it for you, and I'll fix it for you for whatever your rate is. That's what you do. That's what I do. I don't help side workers. You're not going to take food off my table. I got 2 kids. I got a son that's fixing to turn 2 in about 3 months. And then I've got a daughter that just made 4 months old. Sorry, I'm not helping you when I need the work to take care of my family. You want to do this shit for a living? Quit your job, go to work for somebody, or start your own business, get a license, get insured just like the rest of us. Okay? The side work stuff, I'm not helping you. Now, like that one friend I got that's in business, that's legit, he's got insurance, he's legal, great guy, I'll help him every day of the week. Just like Mike and Zach work together. He needs my help, I'll help him. And he would do the same thing for me if I needed his help. Nothing wrong with that. You're legit, I'll help you. But I will not help a side worker that does not do this for a living because you're cutting my throat. Okay? That's my take on side jobs and side workers. Thanks for watching. Again, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a Happy New Year. If I don't see you before the New Year with a video, Happy New Year to everybody. Be safe. I know there's a lot of partying that goes on a New Year's Eve. I'll be having a big bonfire and drinking plenty of cold ones myself. But that's the thing. I live out in the country. I'm going to be here at the house. I'm going to be safe. You go out, you do some partying on New Year, be safe, but enjoy yourself. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching, and we will see y'all on the next one.